G'day guys, so we've pulled out the CHEV C10's engine. It was a 350. This had the turbo 350 gearbox on it. What we're going to do is we're going to pull it down, check the bores, make sure they're okay, see if it needs rings or anything like that. We're going to put a cam in it in the end and just do it up nicely and make sure it's running well. So we'll be pulling it apart and we'll give you a look on the inside once we've started to strip it down and show you what she looks like.
See some of the rockers here are sitting offset a lot. You can actually see when you look closer that the top of the valve has been hammered. Bit hard to see. Gonna have to take the rockers off and just check the preload on the lifters as we go, make sure they're not over preloaded or under preloaded, and try to figure out why it's done it, whether it's a valve issue or a rocker or a lifter issue. They shouldn't be sitting so crooked. Wow, look at that when it's under load. That rocker's nearly coming off the side. Well, it is off the side of the push rod and hitting on the retainer of the valve spring. Pulling the lifters out, and I was going to store them in order to use them potentially again if we keep this camshaft in. But as you can see, some come out, others do not, and that's a sure indication that there's wear on the camshaft and excess wear on the lifter, and the end of the lifter here is actually mushroomed outwards. So that'll just have to wait till we turn it over, and we'll knock that out from the underside. All right, looks like we've got ourselves a 4-bolt main block. The casting number indicated it could have been either, with the 2-bolt main being the more common of the two. So I'd say definitely ended up with the better block. Our cylinder heads, on the other hand, are not the greatest. They're what's considered a full pollution head with large combustion chamber. Some reports online say they are prone to cracking. These have some other issues with some worn valve tops or valve stems. Yeah, you can see this one here is rather bad. And some of the valve springs don't look that crash hot either, so we'll send these away, get them checked. It's just going to come down to what's more financially viable, to get these repaired or go with a different set of cylinder heads. Alright, we'll get this timing chain off and get the camshaft out and check the damage on that. Just checking a main big end bearing, as a last thing. As you can see, near perfect. We'll probably check maybe another one somewhere else along the line. If they're all like this, there's no point doing anything with them. They're perfect as it is, so they'll be left alone. The decision will then have to be made: do we just leave the piston rings, or do we put a new set in? Since it's not a full rebuild technically, it was more of a reseal and, you know, make sure it's all good. May not be necessary to actually pull the entire bottom end apart. So we're going to get that back in, torqued back up, and we might check another one. We might not. We might decide that's okay. Camshaft looks standard timing chain set. Questionable bit of wear on the lifters and that. Cylinder heads have some issues going on with the valves. Plus there's potential history for that casting number to crack, so we may look into something else. We may not. We may see how much it costs to get those repaired. And then we'll reseal the whole thing up when we put all the new parts in. So we've got a good engine for the HQ.
So that was a rundown on the engine Toby just pulled apart. He's got a few things to work out, like the rockers, why they're sitting offset on the valves. The heads look okay. We don't know whether we're going to get new heads or get those ones repaired, depends on how much it costs. We're definitely going to get a new cam in it. Bottom end looks good, bearings look good, the ball looks good, so pretty decent engine. It'll be fine for the HQ once it's finished and ready to install. So we'll probably go back to doing some more work on the HQ sedan. It's been a bit slow because of this COVID lockdown, so we haven't been able to get parts, we haven't been able to get anywhere to pick stuff up or find things like that. So hopefully that's all finished shortly. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps us out, it helps the channel out, it helps get our videos out there. Thank you for all the support. We'll see you again next time on Revamp.